Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So I'm going to jump in with my eyebrows and I'm taking the Benefit Precisely Eyebrow in shade 3 and I'm just lightly putting this through my brows to create some definition and a bit more fullness. As you can see, my brows are quite sparse, so this really helps. I'm now taking the 3D brow tones in shade 2 and this is going to set and fill out my brows even more. I love this product, so if you haven't got it, get it. This is the Smashbox Super Light Primer and this will smooth and blur my skin. This is really good if you have more oily skin because it's not as heavy as the original, but the original is still great. I just prefer this because it makes my foundation last for longer rather than me getting more oily throughout the day. I hope that makes sense. Then I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation in shade 5. I like this because it's super lightweight, but then again you can build it if you want some more coverage in different areas. It's a little bit light for me at the moment, but I'm just going to stick with it because I want to use it up. I've had it for about 9 to 10 months and I just don't want it to go off. It goes off in a few months time, and I'm going to bounce it into my skin to get it as natural as I can and as blended as I can so that it kind of melts away. I'm now going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 10. I just put this in the areas that I kind of need a bit more coverage, especially on my cheeks and my nose because I'm quite red there. I love this concealer. I don't use any other concealer and I've used this for a very long time. This is great and it doesn't have to be expensive to be good. So I'm just doing a bit of a dance here, you know, taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder and again placing this in the areas that I get more oily, which is my T-zone. I'm putting it over my eyes so I can set them pre-eyeshadow. Super quick and handy tip. So I'm now going to take the Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer and this just smells so good. I've had it for a long time and it still smells great. I'm going to place this in the areas that I love to bronze. It kind of varies for everybody, but I just kind of put it everywhere because I like to look really tanned, and I also take it to blend away my double chin. As you can see, I'm really trying to blend that away and it hasn't moved yet, but you know, one day maybe it will. So now I'm just going to contour my nose a little bit using the same bronzer. I take this quite lightly, but I do love nose contour. And here you can just see some strange things. I'm taking the Benefit California Boxo Blush. This smells great and it's also really good for summer. It's got a nice glow to it. I just put this on the apples of my cheek and then I'm going to put it over my nose so it kind of looks like I've been out in the sun, but in reality it was really windy and it didn't go anywhere. So yes, fakery at its finest. I'm now going to take the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Heat Wave highlight. I'm pretty sure this is limited edition to summer, but if you can get your hands on it, get it because it's really, really good. And it smells great. But then I kind of realised that maybe it was a bit too intense. So I'm going to go in and blend it all together with my bronze and my blush brush. My bronze and my blush brush. Hard word to say. That's me just swapping them around. I'm now going to jump in with the Colourpop Cosmetics She's a Rainbow palette, and this is the shade No Scrub. So I'm just using this as the base and like the transition shade, but I'm going to kind of green it out a little bit more with another shade which is Looking Fresh, and it's kind of more of a mint green, as you can see, and blended together it's gone to like a nice lime green, which is what I wanted for this look. And I'm just going to blend that really well together, enjoy some very bad dancing moves. Now taking the shade Enchanted from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is quite dark, but I wanted to deepen up the crease and deepen up the green. I was very careful with how I used this, so if anyone else has this palette, just take it with caution. And it also needs a lot of blending, which I do find with all the shades, and then just cleaning it up makes it look so much better. And now for the lid, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Melted Shadow. This is the metallic side and shade De Niro. I love the mintness of this and it really tied well with the rest of the look. And I was kind of creating like a cut crease effect without the sharpness of it. Enjoy some nice dancing from me. And then just under the lash line, I'm taking again the shades Looking Fresh and No Scrub and just really smoking that out. And then in the lower waterline, I'm taking the Colourpop Cream Gel Eyeliner in shade Electric Daisy. This is really, really good. The eyeliners are really great and it's waterproof as well. And then gonna just put on some nice coloured mascara and then black mascara and going back onto the other eye and continuing to use the Colourpop She's a Rainbow palette, but in this eye I'm taking the shade Worth It for my transition shade, and I'm really, really building up that colour so it's great and pigmented, and I want to match it to the other side in terms of pattern, if that kind of makes sense. I'm going to jump in with the shade Sandbar to deepen it up. This was super easy to use and really easy to control. I just tried to blend it together and really match it with the other side, just so as I said earlier, the patterns kind of went together. And I will be using this shade more often because I really, really liked it. I then pinched my brush together to create a kind of fanned out effect, which I did the other eye with my concealer. I'm going to jump in now with the lid, and this is again the Huda Beauty Melted Shadow and the metallic side, which is the shade Froyo. I really like this, and I would suggest anyone to get them, but the only thing is, I think because I put quite a lot on, my lid felt like it was sticking together and really heavy, but still I enjoyed wearing it. And then just tried to blend the edges together to make it look more seamless. And then again, just taking the shades Worth It and Sandbar underneath my lash line to smoke it out, more or less the same as what I did on the other eye. I don't know what I'm doing here, just some singing and dancing for you. Oh, back to blending. Just taking the Colourpop cream gel eyeliner in the shade Liner in my inner waterline, and then going in with the Colourpop BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Pink Ink, and then for the top lashes, Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara in black. Then to highlight the inner corner, I just took 2 random shades from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Anything will do, your highlighter, or you could go in with a bright pink or bright green depending on what you fancy, and also what kind of colour eye look you go with, because it varies. Then I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. Lemming loved this. I've had it for quite some time and I've just used it all the time. I really like it, okay? Then I'm going to take the Colourpop Lippy Stick in the shade Brink. This smells so good, I really wanted to eat it. Setting my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'll let you in a secret, I didn't actually spray it because it's going to take my makeup off, but this is what I do if I was to wear makeup all day long and enjoy my singing. I'm not actually singing, I'm mouthing. This is the final look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It is fairly Odd Parents inspired with the green and the pink, and yes, I love you guys lots. I'm gonna peace out of here, kiss you goodbye and say goodnight. Goodbye.